Oh, shit, I'm recording now.
Oh,
I'm recording.
there it is. There it is.
There it is.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
We're here. Patrick Bonfrisco.
Bonds?
Patrick Bonfrisco. Bonds? Fabulous secrets will be revealed now. It's time to ramble. You'll feel the magic. You'll hear the roar now. It's time to ramble. They'll fight for freedom where there is trouble. It's time to ramble. They've got the touch now. They've got the power. It's time to ramble. I mean, ooh.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm not knocking anyone else's.
No.
I'm just saying that was a hell of a lyric from Patrick Bonfrisco.
Yeah, hell of a lyric. I mean, I wouldn't mind him slipping. I know we saw some G.I. Joe lyrics in there.
A little
Fight
bit.
for trouble.
A little bit.
We saw. We got a little Transformers. You got the touch.
Yes, the power.
Would have liked a little mask. That's all I'm saying.
Feel
one other.
We'll feel the
Fighting
magic,
crime.
hear the roar. We're Thundercats, I believe, right?
Yeah. I would like a
Fabulous
little mask in there.
Secrets. Wasn't that mask? Fabulous Secrets will be
what was it?
revealed now. For
Was
the
that
very
it? Was it
first one,
mask?
Fabulous Secrets. I mean, the only thing
Fighting
I'm
crime.
Can I tell you what I'm offended by?
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
Nobody has said partly metal, partly real. No one's given us the Silverhawks treatment.
Wow.
I'm not mad, but those are
No, I'm not
Patrick
mad
Von
either.
Frisco. You're a little hurt though, right? Not a little hurt. Like,
I mean, every time we get the new lyrics, I'm hoping there's a little Silverhawks in there.
Silverhawks, just a little Silverhawk.
That's all.
Was there like a special needs Silverhawk that would explain everything to at the end? I don't remember. Didn't they have like a Silverhawk that would like shit himself and they would have to kind of sum it all up for him at the end there? I don't remember. I thought there was like a...
He was never allowed to go on the missions.
Right, just kind of
They
a
just
slower,
came back and told him
like
what happened.
like who? Why is this motherfucker even here? What's he doing? Wasn't there a Silverhawk that they would like give a lesson to at the end? Like, no.
I think there was.
You can't grab your mother's cooch. That's not.
No.
You can't do
You can't
that.
grab anybody's cooch unless they give you permission. But even
Unless
if your mom gives you permission, you
especially
still
not
can't
your
grab her
mom.
cooch.
You don't want your mom.
You can't grab your mom's cooch. No, even if she wants you to.
Silverhawks. This is a Ramble podcast, as if you didn't already know, a geek's guide to pop culture. We're the geeks. I'm comedian, cancer fighter, Silverhawk connoisseur, Jerry Rocha. Right
Apparently.
over there, we have the one and only.
Comedian, podcaster, Eddie Pence.
And this is the Ramble Radio, Eddie. That's our supplemental thing, right?
Yes.
We do it. So we ramble on Wednesdays. We ramble radio Tuesdays and Fridays. So that's really where you get kind of the, I don't know, like.
Well, we can't pack it all into a Wednesday ramble, so it kind of spills out into Tuesday, Friday.
Yes. Right. So, there it is. Exactly. Yeah. I got to look this up on Silverhawks. By the way, this is episode 535. This is Ramble Radio 513, I think. We're already at? My God, Eddie.
Okay. Wow.
What's stopping us? Who's stopping us?
I wouldn't mind some Heathcliff lyrics in there, too.
Heathcliff, right? Heathcliff was a fucking... He was like Garfield, but like a little rougher, right?
It's like Garfield if he was a pimp. Like if Garfield was a pimp.
Yes. If Garfield
Heathcliff.
sold poon, it's Heathcliff. Who was that fucking Silverhawk? I thought there was like the fucking Silverhawk that they would be like, all right, they would like the little kid. The cop. Let's see. There was one called the Copper Kid, the youngest member of the Silverhawks, the only one not
That's
from
got to
Earth.
be him.
A mathematical genius from the planet of the mimes. He speaks in tones and whistles. His skin is blue, except for white markings. That's right. He's a mime makeup. At the end of each episode, he was quizzed in astronomy lessons by Bluegrass. There it is.
There you go. There it is.
The Copper Kid. The Copper Kid with 2 Ds, like Jason Kidd. The Copper Kid with 2 Ds.
Copper
like
Kid.
Jason. Was that maybe what Jason Kidd was going for with his...
It might have been a little homage to Copper Kid.
Right. Would it have helped Jason Kidd's basketball playing career if after every game the coach quizzed him on what happened?
Well, I don't know, when he was playing with the Mavericks, he should have come out with his skin painted blue. I don't know
That's
why.
how great would that would have been. Early '90s, mid '90s, and then they traded him like idiots, and then he comes
Jason
back
the
and
Copper
wins him
Kid.
a title, helps
Jason
Dirk
the
win a
Copper Kid.
title. Jason Copper Kid. What else do we need? Man, so Eddie, today on the Ramble Radio 513. By the way,
Sure.
I don't know if you knew this, Eddie, but you can subscribe to the Ramble. You also give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review. Yes, if you do those things, you're out of the chump zone.
Yeah. And you're not
a chump
zone.
Who wants to be a chump? Who wants to be a chump?
Should we tell about our new sponsor? We got a new sponsor.
They've already heard the ad, I believe.
Have they?
Or they might have with Nerdy Tea. Go to nerdytea.com.
Buy some Nerdy Teas.
I should have been wearing my Straight Outta Contra shirt, which I'll do at next Ramble. Enter the code RAMBLE, R-A-M-B-L-E, at checkout.
Get some Nerdy. Not that we need it because we got all that Him Vita money, but we get a little. We get a little
just
slice
for extra scratch. That's it.
Right.
So, but Eddie, I'm not confident in the Nerdy Tea thing.
Okay.
Because these fucking people.
Oh, these fucking people.
They can't even subscribe. They can't even give it a 5-star rating.
We got you guys a discount to Nerdy Teas.
NerdyTea.com. Scissorlord's still on top. Scissorlord's been on top since like fucking mid-February. This is embarrassing.
All right, well, Dahlem better get on his horse. Dahlem better get on his horse.
They're coming. They're coming. They're coming for Dahlem. They're coming for ZD, for the D. They're coming. They're coming for aren't we all coming for the D, really? But especially the Scissor Lord's coming for the D.
Coming for the D. Hard.
Thank you, Patrick Bonfrisco, for the lyrics. So those were excellent.
Bonds.
Anyway, Bonds first. And we have to say, John Mick, since the last time we've promised you the autographs are coming, I've yet to see Eddie in person. So they're coming.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. Eddie's about to go
We're
out of
not
town.
near each other like we used to be. So we do a
used to
lot
be
of
down the goddamn street.
A lot of
anymore.
FaceTiming when we touch each other. We don't really do it in person.
The only way we can now. Dude, I gotta. So Eddie, I don't know if you know this, but I also you can also email us ramble@theramblepod.com. We're on Instagram at Podcast Ramble. We have our Ramble YouTube page, the Ramble 2, where you can see our gorgeous faces. We also have our TeePublic store, so you can buy merch. You can buy Ramble T-shirts, like so many have in the past. Let us know. Show us your pictures. But Eddie, I moonlight as a game streamer. I don't know if you knew this.
I've heard.
Yeah, not the kind that pimped Trump and are now losing everything. Not one of those.
Not a dipshit.
One of those. Yeah, not one of those game streamers who sucked off Trump and I was like, why am I poor, bro? I'm not one of those dumb fucks.
Bitcoin's not worth anything, bro.
What the fuck, bro?
Bro.
I'm not one of those idiots, but I do stream video games. And Retro Rocha on Kick and Twitch, just my name, Jerry Rocha on YouTube. I sure wouldn't mind if all of you would go subscribe to those things as well. But why am I asking them, Eddie? We know what's going to happen. Scissor Lord will subscribe, and then no one else will for a goddamn month and a half.
Exactly.
But, dude, I've been playing this game right here, The Revenge of Shinobi.
Revenge of Shinobi. Ooh.
Great packaging, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know this either. This is the third Shinobi game. So there was the first
Now, who's Shinobi in that picture? Who is Shinobi?
Homeboy with the sword.
Homeboy with the sword, Shinobi.
That's Joe Musashi, I think was the. Yeah, that's.
And why is he getting? Why is Shinobi seeking revenge?
Nope. I don't know.
Nope.
This is the first Shinobi game I've actually played. It's like I played Shinobi the arcade game just to get to the stage where you throw. Remember that the first person.
Oh, I love the throwing stars.
That was it. That was it. I would. There was a laundromat my aunt would go to turn tricks. Yeah. She wouldn't do laundry. Well, she would. But she would clean someone else up. You get catch. You get what I'm saying.
But she couldn't leave you home alone, so she would have to take you to the laundromat.
While turning tricks, and then I would play the Shinobi arcade.
She's responsible. She's a responsible.
Yes.
Lady of the night.
And she was a fast one too. She had a lot of. She was good. So we weren't there long. But
that's good.
I would get far enough in Shinobi to get to the, and God, I'd be like, oh fuck, it was the greatest. But that's all I remember. I know nothing about the story. I think the original Shinobi, was on the Sega Master System. Probably not that good of a port. Probably not that true to the arcade visually.
I'm trying to remember if I had Shinobi for the Sega.
Then there was a second Shinobi game. Maybe I should have looked this up, Eddie. Do you think?
Yeah.
Like I should have known better and like.
Well, we were
actually
drinking so much
researched-
champagne at our pre-production meeting. We
Oh
forgot to
God,
do
we
any
just got
pre-production.
loaded, man. We
So
just
many champagne, just so much champagne.
yeah. So then the second one, I don't like this at all. How am I supposed to know this? Shadow Dancer was the second one. Is
All
I'm a shadow dancer dancing for money, right? Like
Right.
a loose adaptation. It was a home computer game called Shadow Dancer. A loose adaptation titled Shadow Dancer: The Secret of Shinobi was released exclusively for the Genesis in 1990. It is the second game in the Shinobi series. However, it's not a continuation of the previous game, but rather a loose adaptation of the 1989 arcade game Shadow Dancer.
Okay.
Now, and which is weird because that's what when Eddie and I touch each other, we call it shadow dancing. It's weird how we wouldn't know that.
It's weird.
Odd how we wouldn't. But dude, so this is my first nobes. You're Musashi, a master ninja. You're one of the mystic warriors who see and know all things. You are deadly. Now you must destroy the vicious army of Neo Zeed. If you fail, then Nakao, their beautiful prisoner, dies.
Oh no.
This is a very interesting game where at the end, your girlfriend, the prisoner, you can beat the final boss and she still dies. Like, because the whole time, apparently, like, there's just this ceiling being lowered as she's running back and forth, and you have to know to throw ninja stars into these little things on the wall that keep
To
the
stop
ceiling
the
from dropping
ceilings from coming
while
down?
you're fighting the bad guys. So she could just get fucking splattered, and you can still beat the bad guy, which is
Now, do you have to
horrific
save
ending.
her to win the game, or just
No.
beat the boss?
Nope.
So you got to save her too.
No, you don't have to. You can let her die and just beat the boss.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
get a better ending if.
If you let her die.
I think if you,
get more
if you let her
freedom?
die, you get the best ending. If you let her die, you get the absolute best ending.
Because then it looks like it's not your fault.
Right.
You
And
tried.
then
You come out a
right.
hero.
And then Shinobi looks at the camera and goes, "Daddy's back on the street." And then you hear the Ferris Bueller, "Joom boat boat."
And he pops his collar, right?
Right.
Pops his
Gets a
collar.
Poon. Time to get some pussy.
Boom.
But this game makes it's great. It's so much fun. It's hard as shit. It's frustrating as
Yeah.
fuck. But so the first boss, Rambler, and viewer of my stream, the wonderful Nickel the Wise. Nichols?
Why?
Was instructing me because he's kind of a shinobi guy. And he's
Okay.
like, dude, he's like, the first boss comes and he's like, you got to get him perfect headshot when you're attacking him.
Right.
And I was like, why does his helmet look just like Shredder's? And then Nichols like, oh, yeah. Helmet just like Shredder.
Really?
Almost to the point where all that's missing are the little spikes. Right. Very Shreddery.
Right.
Then the second boss, all I can describe, Eddie, is Disco Ninja. And I think this is the greatest idea that we've ever had. It's in a nightclub, and he's just this multicolored strobe effect ninja who's just jumping around the screen. And every time you hit him, when you score a hit on him, part of his little trail of stardust falls off.
Oh.
And then you do it enough times, and now it's just a shadow that you could just start unloading on. It's a great boss fight, but it's literally like Xanadu Ninja. It's fucking...
If Disco Fever was a ninja.
Wasn't it? Right. It's like, wait, what is happening right now? It doesn't make any... And it was far after the disco craze had ended. And they're like, nah, let's get one more.
Let's stick with it.
Let's stick with this disco thing. let's stick with this disco thing, but throw some ninjas in. Let's do this. And then one of the later bosses, Eddie,
Yeah.
is just Arnold Schwarzenegger as a T-800.
Just the metal skeleton?
No, when you blow him up, he goes there. But at first, it's just Schwarzenegger with topless with jeans and sunglasses
And
on.
glasses? Wow.
And he's just picking up cars and throwing them at you.
So they're just ripping off every 80s boss.
It's Mr. Drummond is the 6th level. The 6th level boss is just Mr. Drummond from different strokes.
Should we...
It's Mr. Drummond, and then if you beat him, it's him and Mr. Belvedere to start attacking you. And then Spider-Man is a boss. It's just Spider-Man.
Really?
He's just fucking
Red and
with
blue?
you.
Red and blue
Spider-Man, and as you get him down enough, then he just leaves, and then a demon shows up and starts fighting you. And one of the villains, one of the bosses is Godzilla, but like a mini Godzilla, like
Is this another Aunt Patty game? Is this another Aunt Patty game?
It's a fucking Aunt Patty game. Like, here's all the things you like. I'm just gonna put. Well, he likes disco. He likes ninjas. He likes
that Arnold Schwarzenegger guy.
He likes Godzilla. He likes Spider-Man. It doesn't make any. I'm just like. But now, let me ask you: greatest game ever if the final boss is Michael Landon from Highway to Heaven. Highway to Heaven's Michael Landon is the final boss.
Or Michael Landon from Little House on the Prairie. Which one?
Oh shit! Who's more likely to make a heel turn? You know, I mean, Highway to Heaven one could just get so easily overcome with the powers that he has, right? Like, he's fucked people up. I mean, he was an angel who would beat the shit out of room.
He could be a fallen angel pretty quick.
But think all the shit. I mean, how many times has his daughter gotten fucking boinked by fucking travel? You know what I mean? Like, how many? You know, like
Maybe you beat Michael Landon as Highway to Heaven, and you go up the stairway to heaven, and you go right into the boar's nest.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
And then you got to battle Boss Hog.
Greatest game ever, Boss Hog's the final
And he's
villain.
just throwing rib bones at you like
in
fucking daggers.
In his car.
He's trying to ram you with the bull horns on the front of the car.
And throwing rib bones. Oh, fuck. I think the title is Revenge of Shinobi. You're not having a stroke. I think that's the title, the full title of the game. You're not having a stroke. We threw all this crazy shit in here. But I'm disappointed now. Anyway, I'm going to finish the game probably by the time this ramble has aired. I will have, I think. Maybe I'm getting a little cocky, Eddie. Maybe I'm getting a little cocky.
You don't know who that final boss is.
I don't. Fuck, dude. Who could it be?
You don't know. It could be Alf. It could be Alf. You don't know.
Could be the dad from Alf, just fucking sucking dick, smoking crack.
He's just trying to suck your dick, and you're trying to get away from him.
He's just trying to put crack on your dick and suck it. Oh, fuck. That story just kind of came and went.
Yeah.
The dad from Alf.
Didn't hang around much in the news.
Blowing dudes and fucking...
For crack.
Alf.
I mean, one of the all-time 80s dads. Sitcom dads.
Just blowing dudes, smoking crack.
Just blowing dudes for crack.
Fucking Motel 6. And just, we're fine. That's
crazy.
I think Alf was just that hard on everybody that they were like, look, I mean, let's just, can this guy just let off some steam, please?
He's got to snap.
It's either this or he just loads up a rifle. So let's just give him this. Oh, what, Eddie? God damn it! What a Ramble Radio, huh? Did we not just drop it for 513?
Oh,
the bad news is we do have
Skeletor. We were talking about Revenge of Shinobi. Were you disappointed you weren't one of the final bosses in that game?
Eddie, that's a wonderful question. I'm glad that you've asked me that. You know, the Shinobi people approached me over and over again. They've begged me, could you please? And I said, guys, I would love it. I would absolutely be honored. But two things. I can't lose. I can never be defeated. Okay? That's number one. I can't lose. Okay. I can never be defeated. And then secondly, I'm sorry, you just don't have the technical ability to show my nutsack. In the proper, no video game yet. Not even the most powerful PC right now could properly show my nutsack, and I think that's a very big part of me being in the game, and I just don't want to deprive the players of this. And it's hurt a lot of people. I've had a lot of people at conventions come up to me and they say, "Well, Big S, we really want to see you," and I said, "Well, okay, find something that can properly show my nutsack." And they know. They say, "You know what? We're gonna leave it. We're dropping it. You're right. Your nutsack is too. It's just too. This is too many moving parts, Eddie.
Yeah,
it's too hard to just really, get in." And I mean, and of course, I have a giant nutsack, and that doesn't help either. But I've shot everything in a giant motion capture green screen, and I put those little light bulbs all over my balls. They do when the motion capture people put on the green suits. I put all that stuff all over my balls, and I've shot several scenes. It's the screen that I shoot my nutsack on is about the size of your Sears Tower in Chicago. It's about how tall it is. And you're wondering, well, my God, that's a big green screen, huh? Where's a big enough place to put such a thing? Go ahead. You can ask.
Where?
He-Man's mother's pussy! You probably had no idea I was going to, go there. Here I am talking about video games and properly rendering my nutsack, and then you walked right into that one.
Cinesnob Cody?
Let's get him on Rotten Tomatoes. Please.
Yeah, he's got to get on as quick as possible. We got to right those wrongs with LaQuisha.
Yeah.
All that.
Crocodile Dundee 2.
Crocodile Dundee 2. Was that the one where where the guy's about to kill himself on the building and Mick Dundee's just taking a stroll on the top of the skyscraper?
Yeah.
That was 2,
yeah.
right? Yeah, that was 2.
Yeah, that was 2.
I don't know how I remembered that. That just, Look, nobody in Australia does that. Why is that his quirky? It's just like, can you just quit with this? Eddie 1 was a perfect movie.
Perfect. Beginning, middle, and end. Love story. Fish out of water. Perfect.
We need nothing else. And now
we didn't need any more.
Oh, fuck. Oh, it's Eddie, I'm sorry. Where can all the fine folk?
5 days a week, patreon.com, The Ralph Report. Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, Ramble Proper here on the Podderation Network. And then also on Fridays, Not Today with Jen Sturger.
You can find me on the same Ramble locales. You can find Eddie and Cody. And like I said, I'm streaming games. Retro Rocha on Kick and Twitch. Just my name on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow. Ramble Proper. Huh?
Ooh.
Huh? Until then, we love you all. Stay safe. Enjoy the music, and we'll see you next time. Subscribe, 5-star rating, positive text review. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bam!
Oh, look at that.
There it is.
Look at that. Now I'm torn. I think I'm gonna be up all night thinking about which Landon would be.
Probably Highway to Heaven. Probably Highway. But Little House on the Prairie Landon is probably ready to snap at any moment.
Most racist one.
Yeah, by far.
Little House on the Prairie, most racist, no question.
Yeah,
like not even close.
Yeah, not even close. Highway to Heaven Land has probably got more skeletons in the closet. I'm guessing.
You would think. It makes you wonder what kind of deal had to be made to make them an angel. We're gonna find out.